Okay. I actually missed this while I was away for a little bit, so I'm a bit late to the party. But the one and only Andrew Tate. I swear I just mentioned him yesterday too in the last video as well. I guess we gotta do this again. So it turns out that it looks like Andrew Tate is back under detainment in Romania for some new allegations under the whole, trafficking stuff that he's been alleged in the first place. And so naturally, there was also some stuff about him, sleeping with underage people. And you know what's interesting? Okay, I have a clip for you guys to look at, but what's fascinating to me? This guy is okay, how do I put it? This has to be one of the dumbest, if not dumbest, scammer I've seen in a hot minute. This guy has been known for scamming men for the longest time. This man is known for, being a bit shady with the whole lover boy method, as I've covered in previous videos. You've seen the leaks of his old group chat, like the War Room, where there was some actually heinous stuff going on in there. And yeah, believe it or not, he still has followers after this. Now, of course, all this stuff is alleged. However, he did admit doing some stuff. So, cue the compilation.
Two girls have claimed Andrew Tate approached them on social media when they still attended school.
PhD is a pimp and hose degree.
So the recruitment process is, you message them on Instagram.
I was contacted by Andrew Tate, the older of the Tate brothers, 3 years ago when I was just 16.
Daria was 16 when she says she received a private message on Instagram 2 years ago from Andrew Tate's account. It read simply, Romanian girl, followed by a strawberry emoji.
What do you inbox the woman? I live in Bucharest, Romania, but it doesn't matter if I'm in London, Bucharest, Moscow, anywhere I am. I just say Bucharest ? Or Moscow ? Or London ? Sometimes, because like I said, intrigue, I'll put a completely pointless emoji on the end. Some cherries, or an orange, or a strawberry.
I asked around to my other friends and my classmates, who were also 15, 16 at the time, and a couple of them also told me they received messages.
So I messaged her, she's like, I'm only 16. I was like, give a fuck. Not about me.
It was a pretty well-known fact that he had kind of a network of young girls.
Do you know what I mean? It's like, what the fuck would I read for you? If you've got a fit sister who's 16, maybe.
Muslims have the best frame on earth. I want a virgin wife at 16 who's going to obey me. That's what I want.
You said it looks like I'm in a teenage girl's bedroom.
Yeah.
To some people, that would be an insult, but to me, I find that quite flattering, to be honest. That's exactly what you'd expect.
I'm fucking all these...
I'm going to say this right now. If any of you defend this man to this day, okay, which, by the way, this guy basically admitted to how many crimes. At this point, I think I'm going to file your FBI report on your behalf. If you defend this guy. I'm sorry, okay? While there's been no conviction, the only reason why I believe some of the stuff, it's because it came out of his mouth, and there's stuff that literally backs up exactly what he was saying. So, I want you to tell me, because, woo-wee, oh my days. And the thing too is why would you say this stuff? It's like the stuff is it's just the part that hurts the most about this entire ordeal is the fact that why would you open your mouth about this? Make it make sense. Even when I was looking at the old leaks, I was like, this guy is not very smart. Oh, and actually, one last thing even though he has admitted to frauding people, I got something for you guys again.
These guys selling their houses, life savings, loans, all of it to me. Give me it all.
You feel bad or no?
Fuck no. Give a solitary
I bought Vivian. So, Vivian here. That's how it started. I met Vivian in Slovakia. We had a long-term relationship thing. I was living in England. I moved her to England to be with me to start doing my webcam company. So Vivian's been with me 6 years.
So he's been with Vivian for 6 years, right?
Because Vivian's younger. Vivian's 21.
Vivian's 21. And at this point, he's been a girlfriend for 6 years.
There's a video from 10 years ago that showed me in a sexual act with one of my ex-girlfriends. There's a video from 10 years ago that showed me in a sexual act with one of my ex-girlfriends. From 10 years ago, 10 years ago.
I didn't say the word listen. Did I say listen?
Hello everyone, I just wanted to say something about the video that's been released recently about me and my ex-boyfriend Andrew Tate. Andrew is my still great friend. What you guys saw in the video is just what we used to do. It was just pure game. He's a great guy. He would never hurt anyone.
There's a video from 10 years ago that showed me.
It's like taking the virginity of a really beautiful woman. I get to have this experience and no one else gets to have it again. It is a little bit better, but the real pleasure is in the fact that somebody else would love to have this, and I get it. That's why this is good.
That makes sense. I'll give you that. I agree with that.
When you are in the true abundance mindset of you can have the pick of the crop, you can have the world's most attractive women. I mean, one of my main chicks has 200,000 Instagram followers, and I took her virginity when she was 17. It's an abundance mindset. Yeah. I have so many girlfriends and so many wonderful girlfriends and so many virgins.
She was a Polish virgin. Man, it hurt her at every moment that I was doing it, but it felt good for me, so who gives a shit?
So what? They got money laundering on him now.
You know, my favorite part about this is the fact that, like, if you listen to, like, the language they use, they'll be like, sometimes they'll be like, oh, I actually didn't do any of this. Meanwhile, they're self-snitching on themselves. But they're like, oh, we didn't do any of this. I didn't do this. Look at the way that they talk about, like, even like having a partner. It's like, oh, when you're in an abundance mindset, you're in an abundance mindset. I could do stuff to this person that nobody else did. Do you know how insane that is? Like, that's a crazy line of thinking. And by the way, people who are like this, they will push the boundaries. They'll be like, well, if you don't believe the dude at 16, guess what? They might even go lower. And so, what do you want me to tell y'all? Like, I'm telling you right now, if anybody defends these idiots, put them on a list. I'm convinced. You cannot make this shit up. You actually can't. And the worst part about it is the fact that what really tells, like, the tale that this guy is a scammer is because he went from using webcamming, by his own words, he was webcamming, had people selling their houses for him, doing all this stuff, basically exploiting young men, having no remorse about it. Well, not just young men, men in general. Exploiting people, and all of a sudden, he shifts all the way to him being, you know, this, like, role model for masculinity. Huh? Make it make sense, dude. Like, what? There's no way. How can you go from I love exploiting people to being like, yo, I'm gonna be your champion. I'm gonna be fighting the Matrix. And I gotta admit, he had a really good grift going at the beginning. But, you know, when you open your mouth enough times, you know, it only does so much. You know what I mean? And mind you, okay, there are so many videos of him snitching on himself that I can't fit it all into one compilation. I can't. But I'm sure there's plenty of them out there. And also, let's not forget to, like, this man literally admitted to, like, yo, 16? I'm going for it. And I'll leave that to your own discretion and what you think about that. So, yeah. But honestly, I just never understood, like, what the obsession was with these men. They'd be like, oh, I want, like, you know, I want a virgin, you know. It's like the, holy, I have the archetype. Not a Pokemon, but like, I'm gonna go Pokemon, you know. It's almost like you have a Pokemon you want to take care of. You can feed it. You can do whatever you want to it. You can train it to fight. You can train it to do whatever you got to do. That's what these people see it. Property. A pet. Matter of fact, actually, even a cat will get more respect than the way these people must be treating women. Oh, goodness. And the worst part is the fact that this guy, the stealth snitching is going to kill me for like the rest of my time, because this guy had a whole empire. And let me reiterate something too, is like, the reason why he's even getting investigated is because he said this stuff well, that's not the only reason, but like the reason why it's even getting like more looked into is because one, he said it, and two, he was literally like what, the most Googled name at one point on the internet. Like, it ain't a secret, not in the slightest. But I have one more thing for you guys, and then we're done for today on this update, because you're gonna love this. You're gonna love this. All right, so there's not much really to talk about in terms of this screenshot, but however, it just adds more to the whole Tate stuff in general. But you're not stupid. You can probably guess how I make so much money I have to hide what I'm really doing. Webcam? I've been doing this for a long time with a team of girls working on video chat. The company was fake, but this is how I laundered my dirty money. Some of the girls who worked for me, I used them to do other things, to move money or illegal things, documents. I will never do that to you. I can't make this. I cannot make this up. I wish I could. I really can't make it up, dude. What do you honestly want me to tell y'all? This guy was a fraudster. In my opinion, the day he opened his mouth, I heard him the first time, I said, this guy is a certain something. And guess what? Look where we are now. Now, I want to preface this by saying there's still no, like, official convictions as of yet. The trial has not occurred at this very moment. However, this ain't looking good. These guys are, they're not like us. I don't have much else to say about it. They're not like us. No, I'm kidding. I'm not gonna sample. But like, but what I also find like ironic as well, and we're gonna end off on this, is just that like, you'll see these guys, they'll grift like a cause and be like, oh well, we gotta protect the children, and we gotta also like, you know, stop people from, you gotta stop people like Epstein. What is the difference in your operation and Epstein's? No. Tell me, what is the difference? Because the way I see it, it is just, one was a multi-layered operation, and this one is just an idiot. This one is just, well, not as layered. What are you doing? You're exploiting people, bringing them across the globe to come live with you and do your business. Yeah. Like, yeah. So, anyways, they're not like us. Whew. The only advice I really can give is like, no, just keep your eye out for these kind of people. They're everywhere. And, yeah. Anyways, that's enough on this update for today. So, if you enjoyed this type of content, like, comment, subscribe, leave this like if you want to. I'm out. I'll see you guys in the next update. Bye.